could drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car. Say the is out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Round 2 action of the NBA playoffs about to get underway, and we're here to bring you all the action on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, all here for the ride. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, they expended some energy getting out of the first round, closing it out in 6 games. Now the focus shifts to opening the series tonight on a positive note. In the conference semis, Kenny, 8 teams looking to make that cut for the Final Four. What's the mental state of the underdogs in this round?
Oh, you just have to believe anything is possible, because it is. A big shot, a big injury, anything can change the trajectory of a series.
You know, to win as an underdog.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived to move one step closer to the title. Along with Greg Anthony.
Let's go.
Toronto with the ball. Here on the foul. For the Raptors, the star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Brandon Bass is out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Valanciunas in at the center.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Mr. Incredible, buries it from three-point range. Mr. Incredible's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series, saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Now, here's Lowry. He's guarded closer. Back to DeRozan. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Toronto shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he's good on the second. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here is Mr. Incredible. He's got 6.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Pass to Porzingis. The dish to Afflalo. There's a screen. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Dishes it to Bass. Shot from 16. Rebound by Anthony. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Can't throw it down with one hand.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts. Well, I don't think you're going to miss too many like those.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. On its way from Afflalo for 2. Good as the jump shot falls. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Porzingis. There's the 3. Afflalo, that's good. Afflalo's got 5 now.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Feeds to Valanciunas. Bass with a screen for Lowry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lopez, no luck.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
It's DeRozan with the drive. On the money from 12 feet away.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
No good from Mr. Incredible. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Carmelo. Here's Mr. Incredible. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Toronto trailing. Ross passes to Lowry. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Ross kicks to Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. 5th best, DeMar DeRozan.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
For the Knicks, Spates checked in for Lopez. John Henson comes in for Porzingis. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Afflalo. And then for Toronto, Withy's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Powell in for Ross. Beyond the arc. No good from Mr. Incredible. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
Tell you what, they've done well to stick around these last few minutes.
Patterson against Anthony. Patterson dishes to Withy. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And there's the pass to Mr. Incredible. .24 seconds left to play in the first. Takes a 3. And good on the basket. Book it. Mr. Incredible's got his 3rd bucket of the night. DeRozan against Anthony. Outside DeRozan. To the left wing. Here's Patterson. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
The shot is off.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on.
And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Spates. Porzingis comes in for Henson. Aaron Afflalo, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Tony Roden. Raptors also changing it up. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Withy. Bass comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Terrence Ross. Brandon Bass is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Lowry. And it's Powell in at the 2. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic stepped up to deliver. He ended with 7 points, and he also added a few assists as he set up his teammates as well. His performance just another outstanding outing that has become more and more common for him.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Here's pass and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give him a chance for the and one.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here is Mr. Incredible, now recovering. A follow outside. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. New York moving the ball around. Here's Mr. Incredible. Buries it from three-point range. Mr. Incredible's got 12.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
The shot by Lowry, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here is Mr. Incredible. He's guarded by Ross. Anthony kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Pulls up. That one bounces around and comes back out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Bass. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Bass has got 6 points.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for Porzingis. Lets it go with a 3. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Lopez has got his first 2 points. Parkey talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here is Mr. Incredible. He's guarded by Ross.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Powell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Off on the layup.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Here is Mr. Incredible, while recovering. Kicks it to Anthony. Smith with a screen on Ross. Shot clock at 6. Anthony, the pass to Mr. Incredible. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Bass with a screen for Lowry. He dishes it to Powell. Here's the 40. Lopez with the block. Lowry from outside, and that one's good. Lowry's got 13.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here is Mr. Incredible, while recovering. Shoots from 14. Green for 2 points. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Powell dishes to Lowry. 23 seconds left in the first half. Ross in the corner. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here is Mr. Incredible, while recovering. Smith the pass to Mr. Incredible. Good on the triple. Mr. Incredible's got 15. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Knicks lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, thank you.
We welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1.
Well, a good one here for Mr.
For the Knicks, John Henson's checked in for Lopez. Spates comes in for Porzingis, and it's Mr. Incredible in for Aaron Aflalo. Raptors also changing it up with he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Brandon Bass, and it's Powell in for Terrence Ross. Mr. Incredible, he's in at point guard. John Henson out there with Maurice Spates. Then it's Anthony, and it's Roten in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Knicks trail by 4, and even 3-on-3 break. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mr. Incredible. The three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside DeRozan. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here is Mr. Incredible. 15 points in the game. From outside the arc. Shot is off.
Excellent, excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Powell kicks to DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Powell. Raptors leading by 6. Right side Lowry. To the inside, DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 8th assist here tonight. The Knicks shooting 40% from the field. Here is Mr. Incredible. Henson with the screen. The shot's good from Mr. Incredible.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark it.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to... And so it's Toronto winning this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them.
Kyle, how...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kyle Lowry. And it's become a routine night for him with his regular double-double once again. He does that as easily as ordering that number 2 combo. And that'll signal the end of our NBA postseason coverage of round 2.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoffs. The intensity just kicked up a notch for Game 2. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the New York Knicks in New York. Checking out New York. Kenny.
I can't say.
The Eastern Conference. Semifinals continue here on 2K Sports. Game 2. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We've got Toronto and New York. Take a look at New York. A tough loss for... As Spates comes in for Porzingis, and it's Mr. Incredible in for Aaron Aflalo. Then for the Raptors, Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Brandon Bass, and it's Powell in for Ross. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patrick Patterson is out there with Powell, and it's Biyombo at the 5. Roaming the paint.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Mr. Incredible. No good on the 3.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Powell. Outside DeRozan. Soft touch off the glass. DeRozan's got 6 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Dwayne Casey. He was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were so composed in that Game 1 upset, and he's looking for more of the same today. He said, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but if we could ever go home 2-0, we will be extremely tough to beat. No doubt about that, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Powell, covered by Anthony. Powell dishes to Patterson. Second chance shot, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The free throw drops for Biyombo. The Knicks making a switch here. Calderon's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Knicks trail by 7. Here is Mr. Incredible. And again, New York with the triple.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Lowry kicks to Biyombo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Kyle Lowry 3rd.
Well, it's great to see guys step up to the added pressure of the postseason and deliver big numbers. Not only for him, but his teammates. Anybody that distributes the ball the way he does helps his team and himself.
And Biyombo drops them both.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight. You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
And DeRozan, here we go. And again, no good by Toronto. Knicks trail by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The three. And again, shot good from Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got his third basket of the night. DeRozan passes to Lowry. Biombo kicks to Patterson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
You know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
You got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Mr. Incredible, he's in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon, and it's Aflalo in at the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Mr. Incredible connects from three-point range. Mr. Incredible's got 12 in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Inside, Lopez with the block. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. The pass to Aflalo. Here's Mr. Incredible. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Mr. Incredible. And again, New York with the triple. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Knicks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Tony Roden, he's checked in for New York. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He picked up 18 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shot clock at 3. The floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Knicks leading by 4. Passes it to Porzingis. Here is Mr. Incredible. From downtown. Good work defensively by Lowry. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Ross dishes to Valanciunas. Powell kicks to Lowry. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Lowry. Coach has a lot.
And we finished one half of basketball.
Well, Jose,
Incredible, he's checked in for Roten. The Raptors also with a sub. Powell, he's checked in for Ross. So for Toronto right now, the star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Brandon Bass is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got 5.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Lopez a screen. Here is Mr. Incredible. 18 points for him. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Mr. Incredible's got 21 in the game.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
And DeRozan gets to Lowry. Plays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
To the paint, here's Porzingis. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Porzingis has got 8 points.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Powell. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here is Mr. Incredible, now recovering. There's a good screen. And a follow wide open. He shoots. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Raptors trail by 9. Lowry kicks to Powell. Bass, a screen on Anthony. Powell, the pass to Bass. Misses from close range. Knicks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Mr. Incredible. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Spates checked in for Lopez. John Henson comes in for Porzingis. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. And Toronto also making a switch. Biombo's checked in. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. 1:43 left to play in the third. Patterson a screen on Calderon. Powell dishes to Biombo. 6 to shoot. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. And again, Toronto no up.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Pass to Anthony. There's the pick. Off the screen. And the jumper is good. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Your Knicks City Dancers, go on and give it up.
The Knicks making a switch here. Roten's checked in. And so here is New York, and stolen by Kyle Lowry. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. Mr. Incredible in at point guard. Anthony is out there with Smith. Then it's John Henson, and it's Calderon in at the 2 spot.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half, and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Now here is Lowry. D right on him. Screened by Valanciunas. There's the dish to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
This one for three. Three ball falls through. Another from Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 9 points here in the second half. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Withy. Raptors moving the ball around. DeRozan's shot is good.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Here's Mr. Incredible. And again, New York with the triple.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Ross passes to Lowry, and he banks in the layup.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
New York with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Smith. Here is Mr. Incredible. Shoots the three. And again, New York with the triple.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
The drive by Lowry. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here is Mr. Incredible. Lowry covering. Here's Mr. Incredible. And again, New York with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Calderon passes to Mr. Incredible. Back to Calderon. Kicks it to Anthony. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Henson. And the Knicks good for 2.
About the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper.
Raptors trail by 21. Has something for us right now. Doris? So no problem for New York as they get the win. Just a massive victory.
Jose, congratulations on the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Shaq, what'd you think?
This series was in danger of getting away from them, but he just would not let it fall into a 2-game hole. He pumped new life into the season by leading them tonight to even the series. This kid is woo-wee.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
And that'll signal the end of our NBA post.
whole pack. Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Toronto Raptors in their house, Air Canada Center. For the Raptors, Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And after stealing one on the road, they've put themselves in the driver's seat. Shaq, how big is this home court advantage in the series right now?
It's big, Ernie. They're in a really good position if they win here tonight. This game is obviously not technically a must-win for either team, but it will certainly be a pivotal game when we look back at the series.
What kind of a game will it be?
Pivotal. Pivotal.
I agree with you.
P-I-B-B-O-B-O-L. Pivotal.
Conference, the first two are split. Who will get the advantage here? It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors. You take a look at the Raptors. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court. And what a big-time opportunity this is, folks. We're going to see the first official NBA start from Mr. Incredible.
You know, he's earned that spot in the starting five with some impressive play. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him hang on to it for a long time.
Well, it's certainly a big responsibility they're giving him, but I think he's ready for it. He's got the poise that's needed to take an opportunity in the starting lineup and make the best of it.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Mr. Incredible, he's in at the point. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony, and it's Aflalo in at the two guard. On defense, Toronto. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in that game too, guys. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys turned into a cold night for just about everybody.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And so here's Toronto. It's a three-point game. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. Screen by Valanciunas. Now here's Bass. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, and Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got himself on the board with 3 there. New York with the ball. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Mr. Incredible. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ross dishes to Lowry. The feed now to Bass. Screen by Valanciunas. Pass to DeRozan. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Bass gets an open look, and no good, and a chance to take the lead. Here's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity, and it's Lopez laying it in.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on a Flalo off his leg, and it's being called a kickball. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And finished off by Bass.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here is Mr. Incredible while recovering. No good for Mr. Incredible. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by DeRozan.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Here is Mr. Incredible. Buries the long-range jumper. Mr. Incredible's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Knicks. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. There's the pass to Ross. DeRozan on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Bass. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
From the arc. The shot misses. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Now here's Lowry. Ross sets a screen for Lowry. Pass to Ross. And it's Bass atop the key. It's DeRozan with the drive. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's a Flalo. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.